again. You sons of bitches, welcome once again. It's the Shlicketty DooCast. Shlicketty Doo, Aaron Forsyth, that's me. I'm giving you the Shlicketty Doo. It's the cast, it's the DooCast with my partner, I almost messed up. My partner, Mike Anderson.
Right about here.
Covering the orb of truth.
Cover it.
In the square of doom.
The Lochnar.
The square of doom. Oh man, I exposed my caffeine. Mike, today, I don't know if anyone, well first, hey, like and subscribe, you know, if you want to listen to our banter and our canter and our wanter and our, I don't know, we're at episode, I don't even know, episode
12.
12, okay. Good enough, thanks for tuning on in, guys. Who knows what we're going to talk about? I got a story for later, but the past two eps, Daddy here's been getting a little chunkaroo. Oh, the belly's going away though. I'm getting less bloated. Look at that. Look at the tits are receding. And actually, a lack of. I told you I was going to go back to the keats. I'm going back to the keats. The ketos, man. The lack of sugars. I got to get rid of them. I did it about a week and a half into it. I know, a week and a half. You're not going to lose shit. But I feel better, honestly. I feel, other than I'm hungry, I want to eat my shoe. And no more sugar. That's why you don't. I got the Starbucks with me today, but I don't have the Red Bulls. Fuck Red Bulls.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, no more sugar, none of that crap. Today I had an Angus burger.
Oh yeah.
Homemade, and instead of I have keto buns, which is like a keto bread.
Right.
But you can use lettuce for a bun. It's kind of fun. You crunch
Dude,
it.
I hate those. The lettuce for a bun, the wraps, what do they call them? I hate that.
I like it. I like it for crunch, but you kind of need the bun to kind of hold to keep the structural integrity going, or else you're going to get a knuckle full of.
Yeah, if it's going to be like
condiment.
that, give me a plate and a fork. I'll just fucking cut it up into bits, make it a little bit of a salad.
Yeah. Like who? It's funny how the bun dictates what it is. Like. If hot dogs were round, would they be hot dogs? A hot dog and a hot dog bun is a cylinder, But if it was, if it was a patty, would it feel like a hot dog?
Isn't that bologna?
Sure, it'd be a big fat chunk of bologna on a bun.
Right?
I don't know. It's the vessel.
I used to be known for bologna sandwiches.
You were?
Smith's bologna, not garbage bologna.
Yeah, Smith's. Yeah, and I know. Didn't you? Now, when you make your bologna sandwiches, you made them. Didn't you make them like? I don't want to say fried bologna, but you would make them.
Sometimes. Yeah.
But the bread you made like grilled cheese with butter, right? Almost like a grilled cheese, like an open face, kind of like on a skillet. Did you ever toast it on the skillet?
No, not the bread.
No.
No, I wasn't doing that at the time.
Huh? Maybe I have a false memory of that.
No, there were some times that I would throw the bologna on the little griddle, little this little flat griddle guy.
I like the bologna.
The fried bologna, yeah, it smells so good.
I know. Well, now I'm off breads, I can't do it. But there's a time I was really seriously thinking of one of those panini maker, bread squisher flatter, a bread iron.
Oh, for making the little flat Sammies?
Right, yeah. A flattener.
Yeah, I got one of those panini things once, and they were, okay, speaking of that.
Okay.
Like those panini makers, like the George Foreman grill. I
had a Foreman grill in the 90s, right.
I like doing grilled chicken breasts, but it's such a hassle to cook them properly. Although my girlfriend's got it on lock, Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got the system. 'Cause she does the meal order thing.
Yeah.
What's the one that she does?
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them, but there's
Sunbasket.
Oh,
Sunbasket, it's really good. Their chefs are really good. They're able to take things that I don't like and they balance them out and put them together. It's good. But in all of those, the meat cooking instructions are always the same.
Grill your chicken?
Get a cast iron thing hot, salt and pepper the shit out of it, We like to throw Worcestershire sauce on there. Man, these last chicken breasts I made with the Worcestershire sauce and salt and pepper.
And the cast iron.
Right, and the
rules.
cast iron, and what you do is you get the cast iron nice, and we have this like squarish cast iron guy with a handle that has like these raised little guys. So when you throw it on there, it gets like the little grill marks and shit.
Oh yeah, you get the canals, rivulets.
Yeah, the little lines. So you get that nice and hot. You throw them on there. Don't touch them. 2 minutes, right? Flip them. 2 minutes. Then you take the whole cast iron thing, throw it in the oven for 12 at 400.
Oh, the whole oven and all. Or, I mean, the whole skillet and all.
Yeah,
You just take the gloves out, put on the mitts.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, just put that cast iron right in the oven. And then you roll that for like 12 minutes, maybe a couple extra,
Wow.
You're chicken, you just, touch it to see if it's done. But that's it. That's how all the meat's cooked.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
That's all you need. You get that sear with the salt and pepper, makes a nice little crust, seals in the juices. Then you throw it in the oven, finish cooking it off. It's so tasty good, man.
I've been doing my chicken breasts a whole different way. Now, this is not orthodox, but what I do, I take the chicken and I cut it into kind of thinner slice, And what I do is sriracha powder on one side, flip it over, garlic powder and pepper on the other, okay? And I put these into the air fryer. 10 minutes in the air fryer, and they're crispy on the edges.
Are they coming from frozen or just raw?
Raw, but from the fridge, not frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you got to thaw them overnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
And the air fryer. I swear by the air fryer. It's fucking great. I'm an air fryer fanatic. So
yeah,
that's what I do. But sriracha powder.
I've been trying to get hip on the air fryer.
I'm going to have to, here's my only complaint. I have a Deluxo with 3 layers, the big mama fucker. Go big mama fucker, because if you just get the basket kind, that's for apartment living. That's if you're a single guy in the apartment.
Apartment living. Slag on the apartment peoples?
Right, yeah, I'm not, yeah, but yeah. You'll only get a handful of fries and 4 nuggets in there. No, I got a 3-layer son of a bitch, and then a 4th layer, which is the pan, the drip pan, It's tall. It looks like a little R2 unit on my counter.
I like that.
Oh, it's nice. It's the deluxe. So I'm going to have to suggest the layers and not the basket kind. And it has a window so you can see what's going on, as opposed to some of those basket kind, you can't see what's going on in there.
So, but here's the thing that I ran into with the big toaster oven that I got, which, has the capacity for like 12-inch pizzas to go inside it,
Okay.
It's a good-sized toaster oven. But that toaster oven isn't insulated worth a shit. So when it's sitting on your counter cranking out 425 degrees, your fucking kitchen is getting fucking cooked out pretty fucking hot too.
Yeah.
Whereas I can tell you, at my house now, this old fucking stove that was there when we bought the place or whatever, that thing is fucking insulated well. Like, until you open that door, you wouldn't even know the oven's on.
Oh, that's good. That's actually...
Yeah, it's really good.
Mine's the opposite. Mine's up higher, and then you could feel the heat. It heats up the kitchen.
Definitely. Is it one of those above the range ones?
Not above the range, but there's a couple drawers below it, and the microwave's above it, so it's kind of like in the mid. It's like chest high.
Yeah.
So,
we got the little drawer underneath too.
But I'm avoiding that. Yeah, I avoid that whole. It's summertime now, so I'm avoiding that thing. No stove.
I just used it tonight.
I go air fryer, go outside to the pizza oven or the grill. And even the air fryer. Here's another thing, some bitches out there. Air fryer is great for toast. I toasted my buns. You just get it in there 3 minutes, and and it's perfect. It just sucks the moisture out of it, gets them nice and crispy. Air fryer. Air fryer's the way to go.
All right, so here's I guess the ultimate challenge then for the air fryer.
Okay.
Reheating something like tater tots or French fries.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't eat tater fry or tater tots because they're gross to me. But the French fries we have reheated.
Let's chicken tenders.
Okay, it'll do it. It does it. You got to kind of flip them. Now, I swear by the flip, you got to go halfway. So if you're going to go 3 minutes aside, go 3 minutes aside.
So is it? It's getting blasted from one direction.
I think it's just it swirls like a convection. If I had to guess.
Getting blasted from one direction. An autobiography.
Yeah, I read that on VHS once.
It was a horror show. The soundtrack was on A-Train.
I think it's like a convection. I think it just makes I think there's a stream going on in there.
Well, that's the thing. That toaster oven that I got had a convection is what they called it.
Convection.
Yeah. It wasn't air fryer. It was just convection.
That's the move.
All right, now you scratch your goatee. All right, cool.
Is that a goatee? Well, I have technically a beard, but it's a goatee. I don't like goatees. A beard. I don't know, I'm thinking of cut. I trimmed it off the other day. I was thinking of getting rid of the beard, and then I was like, and then it's like, then you got 9 chins. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm getting old.
I'm the same way. If I don't have this stupid goatee thing, it just looks like a bowling ball sitting on top of a fucking mound of like garbage.
Yeah, I feel like, it's like Orb of Truth sinking
You know what
into...
it reminds me of? It reminds me of fucking, in Weird Science, Chet when he turned into the big pile of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I look like a naked mole rat.
Right.
So, okay. Well,
right.
You got any stories? Because I got the mother goose of all stories. But I want you to go first.
No, I don't really have anything exciting going on.
No. We're sweating it out. It's summertime. Summertime in the city. I've been doing gigs, doing the thing, working.
Yeah, just been working, doing the thing, fucking, just working on production stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I did a couple hell gigs. Man, one of these days I'll have to have a hell gig episode. Did another hell gig, in Ashtabula. Not bragging.
Well, I guess, speaking to that, I guess this is a little bit of an update.
Okay.
So we did upgrade our production end of things. I picked up a GoPro on.
That's right. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I should.
Ooh, Prime Day ties into my story. Okay,
right?
Keep going.
Yeah, as we were talking on Prime Day, we were all like, Prime Day, they got some crazy deals going on. And I start poking around looking for fucking deals because
that's what we do.
There are no deals these days. So I got a GoPro. So we've got these lavalier mics that go to a little pack that goes in our pockets. So we can be walking around with these in our pockets, recording good audio just like this wherever we're at. And with the GoPro, I ordered in some attachment things. So I got like a chest harness thing so I could put the GoPro on my chest and just walk around with it like that. I also got a clip for on a baseball hat.
Oh yeah.
It just goes clips on
here. You didn't tell
here.
me that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
It just clips on here. And so I guess you can put it up here, but I want to see if I can put it down here so I can actually see what's going on.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. But then again, I have a hard time seeing things up close, and now that I got the baseball hat on, it feels pretty close. But we'll see. And then I got a clippy guy.
Like an alligator clip?
Sort of. It's like a big fat one, like this, and it's a backpack clip. So if you got a backpack and you got the strap right here, it just clips right there.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So I got those for mounting methods and stuff like that. So we'll be able to, at will, whenever we want, we can go out, shoot some footage with the GoPro, record with the mics, and then, bring you guys footage of us out and about in the real world.
Shlicketty Doo. Yeah, you imagine the Shlicketty Doo out in the real world. Because some people might just watch this and go, oh, these idiots, whatever. But, we do have real lives and we are real humans. We do interact with other humans, so.
Yeah, and plus the whole thing, I wasn't living here for 25 years. And honestly, I have not set foot in the Mill Creek Mall. I don't think I was in the Mill Creek Mall. Last time I think I was in there was with you, Christmas Eve, when I was 15, and
Jesus.
we were doing last minute Christmas shopping.
Wow.
You and me.
Huh. Well, it's been a while. Yeah, the mall is the same mall, except for now if you go in there.
That is the last time I recall being
It's just
in
cleaner
the
and
mall.
less smoky. And less people.
Yeah.
No one really goes to the mall. It's kind of...
But just as an example, there's a million places here in town that, they don't look like they used to.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's hard for me to navigate around here because things look so crazy different, especially up by my old parents' house.
Oh yeah, the old haunt where we used to.
Yeah, because up south
used to
of there,
run wild.
Yeah, it used to just be fields and woods and stuff. Now it's all developed and stuff.
Oh, it's a whole subdivision. Yeah, those woods where we used to build tree forts were.
I was coming in the back way, and I was with my girlfriend, and I'm like, oh yeah, we'll shoot across Kuntz Road here to the mall, and I couldn't identify it. I drove past it, and I was like, oh, I guess that was it, because there's Carriage Hill,
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, Carriage Hill and Jones' house. Well, Jones' house doesn't look the same anymore, but Carriage Hill looks the same. It's the only thing that technically looks the same. Everything else is kind of I remember making this turn here, but all the houses are all remade differently, and trees have grown longer, cut, And
the nutty thing is back, when we were teenagers, in the 80s, it's like the Back to the Future with the Back to the Future 2, and they think, 30 years in the future, it's going to be all futuristic. Not a thing has changed.
No, other than...
The car design has changed a little bit. We've got the world in our friggin' pockets, which is nuts.
Yeah, the tricorder.
I was just thinking about that earlier.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this the one show. Yeah, I know. I predicted that the tricorder from Star Trek was going to be a thing. I just had no idea we were all going to interact with it like we did. But I always the tricorder is going to be a thing. I was picturing doctors carrying around and teachers carrying around tricorders. And I was thinking of it more like a doctor thing. I predicted that oh my God, that's going to happen in my life. That's going to be awesome. But I had no idea it was going to replace phone booths, or people driving down the road talking,
Well, yeah.
Or you'd have Encyclopedia Britannica at your fingertips.
It's because back in the 80s, the way things worked is if you tried to imagine the concept of the internet, you would be trying to imagine, how would you get 1 million phone lines all together or something like that? You know what I mean? The concept of the fiber optic cable or the amount of data compression.
Yeah, it would have probably, in your mind, you would probably gone to
you can't even envision
war games. It would have felt like war games or Tron to you,
Even then, those were fairly abstract when we were kids.
Right.
Like when you saw Tron, you're like, is that what computers are like?
Yeah, the light cycle? Can that really build a wall?
That seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. So yeah, that's about all I got. Is I got a little bit of new tech. I got to go.
Amazon Prime Day.
Got some gadgets to mount it. So yeah. So don't be surprised if you see some footage like that in the future. If you want to support us, we're going to be setting up a Patreon real soon here. Then you can join us on the Patreon. We will put up the graphic whenever we get it going. If you want to support us and like us, I think our levels are going to be $1 or $2 or $3 per month or something like that. Not a lot of money or whatever, but we figure there will be millions and millions of people who would love us from afar.
And maybe it'd just be enough to maybe, fund another information, little megabyte, storage thing, and a coffee here and there, and
maybe we'll do a road trip. What if we took a road trip up to the comedy museum or something like that?
That could be fun. I don't know what I know. Or I know nothing about your guys' weeds that y'all smoke. It'd be fun to go to like one of those weed stores and see what's going on and try to explain to me who's an idiot, because I haven't touched the weed in 30 years. So to go there would be hilarious because I don't know what's going on. I've been wanting to go with you when you go up to the Indian reservation. Go there. I think the Indian reservation could be fun, and I don't think anybody will kind of turn the camera off, sir.
I don't know about that.
Maybe, yeah. See, that's why I worry. I'd like to have you revisit the mall with me. But do we got to blur out there's JCPenney's? Do we got to blur out JCPenney's logo, or I don't know how that works.
Info@thedoocast.com. If JCPenney's wants to contact us and request us to take it down, we'll gladly comply.
Yeah, I guess if anyone complains, there's worse problems to have.
Yeah,
that means it's getting seen,
Yeah, just notify us.
We're trying to be dicks. We're not meaning any ill will. We're just trying to paint a picture.
Yeah, if you got a problem, just reach out and say something. Don't be a dick, 'cause if you're a dick, I'm not going to listen to you at all. You can fuck off and die right there. But, yeah.
Wow. Well,
hey, look, don't be a dick, that's all.
Yeah.
We're reasonable people. Talk to us with a little bit of decency and respect and civility.
Get the orb of truth.
Yeah, well.
So Amazon Prime, that's a good segue. I like Amazon Prime.
All right, you going to tell me your tale?
How many? Okay, well, you're not going to see where this is going. Amazon Prime. So her and I, you could tell I'm getting old. Here I am on Amazon Prime. I ordered a dehumidifier for the basement.
Which you needed.
Yeah, which is coming tomorrow, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. So usually they have like a drip pan that you pull out and dump.
Yes.
Or
has a hose.
You can do I guess you got to do the knockout plug and make it the drain.
That's what this has, and this even came with the hose. Mm-hmm. Whereas the other model I was looking at, you got to read the fine print because they'll tell you if it comes with a hose or not.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what mine is. It's got the hookup, but and I read it in the manual, but I was like, I should do it, but
so my basement, sometimes I got to run the fan. It's a little moist in the basement. Nothing crazy. Got to run the fan. All right.
I got a fan running in my basement too.
I like it because I want a dry basement. Who doesn't? All right, I'm laying the groundwork here. So Amazon Prime happens. I get that. I'm a nerd. Whatever. So the girlfriend goes, I did a bad thing. So I always got to think, we have an inside joke that, oh my God, Amazon hasn't showed up today. So she has a couple hot toddies, and there next thing you know, we got Amazon banging on the door, and the dogs are barking, and she doesn't remember what she ordered the night before.
That's fun though. It's like a surprise.
It kind of is. I like to bust her balls about it, but it's fun. And generally, what she orders is always pretty cool. I go, huh? I would have never thought of that. That's pretty. But I gotta watch what I say around her, because if I was to say like, oh, this pot holder sucks, it burned my hand, 2 days later it's gonna show up. She listens to me, which I just say shit off the top of my head. She's listening to me. That's why she's a great, great girlfriend. She listens to me. I don't want her to, but she does. And next thing you know, we got a pot holder. Amazon Prime. So here we go. I'm laying the store. Amazon. She does a bad thing. She says, well, here comes the dogs are barking. Here's our new thing. She got, it looks like a flat screen TV. Probably not too big, probably about like 18 inches, like the size of a large rectangular pad, like an iPad, but a little bit more rectangular. And it's one of these, it's the Alexa, blah, blah, blah. Echo, that's it. Because we have the Alexa unit on the counter. We like it. We use
like the little dot, the little puck?
Well, not the puck. No, we're step up. We've got
different?
the little square with the little screen. We got the little screen rectangle triangle. Has a screen on it. Yeah, we use it for timers, Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes. We do that a lot, check the weather, Okay, so she brings that. Next package that arrives is the clamp swing arm that's gonna mount into the wall. One of those things where it's gonna hold on, and then the thing's gonna, and it's gonna be like a TV in a hospital room,
Sure.
She's got the great idea. We were like, yeah. I was thrilled. She had an awesome idea. She wants to hook that up in the kitchen. So we're going to free up the space. There we go. We got the Alexa on a swing arm. She's having visions. She can watch the Pirates game and have a recipe going and a timer going while I can overlook the thing and look at the main TV over there. Swing arm. We're technologically advanced. That's what we're aiming for. That's what we love. And her and I both jizz over it. We have a good time. We love it. We make our kitchen killer. So there it is. So she's like, all right, here we go. I grab the old DeWalt. Ready to cook. Her and I are winking at each other. We're excited. We're going to be plugging in. We're going to be plugging in, the thing to do. So we're going to hook up the arm. Here we go. We're hooking up the arm. I couldn't. I'm trying to get through. I'm trying to get through the stud. Well, I'm going to preface this too. I had to buy a stud finder about an hour before. We were at Lowe's buying a stud finder. Found the stud. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm drilling. She takes up the thing, and we wink at each other. We pull the. I never thought I'd quote Trump, but we did. Drill, baby, drill. We looked at each other. We were like,
that wasn't Trump. That was like Sarah Palin.
I don't care. Well, he said it. But we both laughed at each other. We're like, drill, baby, drill, drill. So she takes over from the drill job. I'm over there reading the manual while she's... And next thing you know, I hear... And water starts jizzing out the hole. I mean, we're talking like a full geyser at full, and it was shooting across the kitchen and going into the sink and blasting the wall, hosing down the wall, this geyser. She's like, holy shit. The dogs are barking, the cats are screaming.
So what is this, the wall with like the pass-through?
Yeah, it's like, well, we've got like a cutout where we have an island. Right. And it's where we have the thermostat on one side, but not on the kitchen side. So when we're in the kitchen, so we're drilling into the kitchen side, backside, and it's a wall. Or, I mean, it's not a wall, it's a, what do you call it?
It's like a
pillar.
Yeah, like a column.
A column, yes, a column. Where there's probably a full wall there at one point, but people before us cut it out, so we have an open floor plan. So we're drilling it. Water spraying everywhere. And the hole that it's coming out of is just a little drill hole, not that any bigger. And it's shooting like a fucking geyser. And we're like, ah! The cat's fucking freaking out. Papers are flying everywhere. Pandemonium ensues. We're like, what do we do? What do we do? We didn't know what to do. So I was like, oh my God. So I ran downstairs and I was trying to find the water valve. I'm in a panic. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking for the water valve. It's not turning. It's stuck.
Yeah, they're always stuck. Yeah.
It's always stuck.
Always stuck.
And then I'm looking over on the other side of my basement, and water's coming down like a waterfall through the kitchen, down into the basement. It's pouring like a fucking full-on waterfall. I can hear commotion upstairs, the dog's barking. And right. So finally, here's what I do. I finally got out of my panic. I'm like, holy shit. Cranked it, got it, stopped the water. All right, she yells down, all right, you stopped the water, it stopped. And then there's that calm. And then you look over and you see all the dripping coming down.
Fuck.
And then not only picture the basement ceiling is kind of like, you got cobwebs and you got the old dirt and dust and stuff, so things are just Go upstairs, I trudge up the stairs, and the kitchen's just looks, I'm waiting for a sailboat to go by. It's just like, holy crap.
Man.
What do we do? What do we do? So.
Did you burn the place down and file for insurance?
Well, I was like, my first question is, what's our deductible? We were in that mode. This is beyond pull the mop out. This is like, what's your deductible?
Yeah.
Who are we going to call at 7? Now, this is probably 7:30 on a Sunday night. Who are you going to call at 7:30 on a Sunday night?
ServPro.
Well.
Hey, ServPro, get a hold of us. We use sponsors.
Oh, ServPro. Yeah, they hooked me up years ago.
Yeah.
They're nice. But, yeah, so there we are. All right, so we pull out the mops. We're mopping it up, cleaning up. And, okay, all right. So in a nutshell, call the plumber. Plumber guy says, I'll come in the morning. Just turn your hot water valve off. Because it appears So I'll send you the pictures here. Put it up here, the picture.
Wait, did they have you shut off the fill line for the hot water tank?
Yes. There's another valve. Well, there's the main valve. So I went back down, turned the main valve back on, but I turned the one from the hot water tank off.
Because you had hit a hot water line.
Yes.
Wow, so you had hot water blasted out.
Oh, yeah, that was another angle.
How hot is your hot water? My hot water is fucking scalding.
It was getting there. It was starting to build. So the first amount of the geyser was warm. You could feel it warm. But when that water stopped and I was sitting there going...
Yeah, when what's in the lines gets exhausted. Steam
was coming.
Tank.
There's steam.
Oh. Then it's just like hot magma. It's all over the room.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then it's Sunday now. Okay, so I do that. All right. So we clean everything up, and it's like, holy shit. It's a holy shit moment, of course. And then we finally get some semblance. We got just in time for Dragons and Tits.
Hot D.
Yeah, we got to watch the old House of Dragon. All right, so we're watching Dragons and Tits. We do the thing, go to bed. Next day, guy comes. So come to find out, he's there at 8:30. Gung. Dog's freaking out. So he drills in there. He drills into the drywall. Cuts it out. There's a picture of it.
Yeah, because that's the first thing the plumbers are always going to do is just randomly start cutting chunks out of your drywall.
Yes.
And guess what? They don't do drywall repair.
No. Oh, God. No. As we speak, you'll see in this picture. I'll send him the picture. We've got a hole. He goes to one side, goes to the other side. Now, come to find out, the pipe is in between. If you got two boards or two 2x4s like this, boom. Snugged in between is the pipe. And then in that pipe, we've got the hole. We got a hole in that pipe that's right in the center there. So that's like...
So it's sandwiched in between the studs.
Oh, yeah. So dude has to zaza that out. He cuts that out. 2 hours later, I'm sitting there waiting for him. Come on, dude.
So what does he do? Try and cut out a section of the pipe and I guess he's got to cut out a section of the pipe and put in a patch.
Yes. But instead,
how does he get access if he's got those double studs on either side of it?
he had to cut the double studs out, or one side.
Oh my God.
So then he goes around to the other side and has to get to it from the other angle. So now I've got a hole on either side of the column, which I could peer right through and see through into my living room.
But those double studs are usually structural.
I know. But it didn't upset the structure. We're fine. Knock on wood. And so it's all fixed. Now, as we speak, and we're doing this here tonight, so I'm like, so it's been a couple days, I'm like, all right, we're going to solve the problem here. We fixed it, he fixed it, he left $340-something later, which was a good deal, by the way. This guy kicked ass. Affordable heating and cooling in Erie, PEA, if you're an Erie person. Good eggs.
Hit us up for sponsorship.
Yeah. And, he hooked us up, did the thing. So here I am. And I just wanted to, now after this pandemonium, there's PTSD involved. I don't know if you've ever had anything major go on at your house, but when that something happens, it's like, holy fuck. I was like, I don't want to do any, but as we speak.
It throws everything out of whack.
Totally.
Yeah.
My whole mojo, even when I would,
Oh, yeah. If the house isn't running right, I'm not right.
Mm-hmm. And the next day or two, I could even smell from where he sawed in. There's a smell of like when you saw a pipe, and it's like a burnt, weird, metally smell.
Yeah.
I could smell that in my kitchen,
Yeah. Well, that's the tiny bits of metal that the saw is flaking off.
Yeah, it's like, oh God. So, but thankfully, this is where Tina's rocks the world. So she went out, she got some parts. So as we speak, I'm doing this pod right now. She's at home, and she's building back up the brace where the wood thing was cut out, and she's building a thing, and she's got the pieces of drywall. So she's going to put the drywall on there and mud around it, and then when it's dry, my turn will come in. I'll do the sanding, and I'll paint it, and we'll be back into normal. Here's the big question. We'll be back to where we started. Do we go back in? Do we try to install the arm that we nicked or should we just go, that was bullshit, do we want to do this? You know what I mean? I haven't talked to her about it, so I don't know. Maybe she'll have an answer. She might even want to hook that, the Echo or Alexa fucking swing arm thing.
Well, she could, when she's putting the replacement drywall in, she could look at if the plate for the mount is wide enough that it's going to straddle where the
I'm
so
pretty
that
sure
you can't successfully get wood on each side. She could conceivably try and mark it and drill the pilot holes into the drywall. So then once the drywall goes up, you can just go and just put a couple of small pilot holes in the stud. Okay, number one, the pilot holes are small and they don't need to be that deep.
Yeah. And when you hit resistance, stop.
100%.
Our problem was we kept going. We're like, drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, and I've definitely had that. And they were actually steel headers above window frames at my house.
Yeah.
But yeah, because if you're drilling and it's drywall, it just goes right through.
Yeah, like butter.
If you're drilling into the stud, then it's like roast beef. It's like, it just sinks right in. Sinks in.
And these had the anchor screws. And that's another thing. I've only hung anchor screws a couple times, but I always get a little nervous because they always tell, hey, use a 6-inch thing, and you put in the doohickey and it never,
What are you talking about, anchor screws?
You ever put in an anchor screw?
What do you mean when you say anchor screw? I worked at a hardware store.
Oh, well, I'm talking those plastic things. They look like cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, look like golf cups that go over the screw. And you put them in there and
then they
Yeah.
flare out, or just the ones that just go in for going to like concrete?
For concrete, kind of like that.
Yeah.
And they're bigger and they're more durable. And this isn't for pictures. This is more for like hanging a widescreen TV, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you can go with any decent wood screw into the studs.
I know. I don't know what she's going to be talking. I kind of don't want to hang this thing up, but I'm so eager because I love technological achievement. And I think it's going to be awesome if I mean, imagine that, people. If you're out there, imagine now, if you're Alexa people like me, imagine going from Alexa, saying, clean off that counter, fuck that countertop, and you're mounting a little mini TV that is your Alexa, and it's on a swing arm. And you're gonna be playing Toto by Africa while you got your fucking recipe on the screen and a timer going at the same time. I mean, I'm telling you, it's gonna take kitchen life to a fucking whole new level.
Hashtag Toto by Africa.
Right. Yeah, she'll be testing the reins and I'll be fucking eating, living large. So yeah, that's that. I don't know. I'll give you updates. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll take a picture of it if she ends up doing it. But I mean, here I just posted the pictures of the destruction part of it. Now, for obvious reasons, I did not have enough wherewithal to take pictures of the raining basement. There's Mike, I can't tell you the when all that pandemonium and the dogs are barking, even the dogs stop barking when it's like you get the water valve and everything stops and the water, and all you can hear is the sound of water going and your heart's going cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And even the dogs are like, holy fuck, what was that? You know?
Ugh.
Yeah, it was.
Just hearing about it fucking stresses me out.
But it's back to normal now. We cook burgers. Yeah, everything's fine. But I know. Oh, man. So maybe I jinxed myself by saying drill, baby, drill.
You did.
God
you don't
damn.
say that shit.
I know.
And also, once again, look at the resistance.
The resistance, yeah. That was the thing, because her and I were both drilling the drill in, and there's a point when you go, it's not quite far enough. And why is it stopping? Why is it stopping? And I was like, I'm pushing, and then...
Although, to be fair, that column that you have, I wouldn't necessarily expect there to be water line going down through there.
Neither did I. I was actually more nervous about hitting Romex or electrocuting myself. Not in a million years.
Do you have water service over there? Do you have like a dishwasher over there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably
yeah. Yeah, that's why. But I didn't put two and two together because I'm a fucking idiot.
Although, I will say this. Luckily, you hit the hot water line and not an electrical line.
Sure. Oh, here's another little side angle. If I would have been over to the left, about a hand length over to the left, guess what I would have hit? The thing that goes up to the sewer return from the toilet. Goes straight up that same column.
That's the sewer vent.
Yeah. All the way up. That would have been bad, but the plumber said, "Well, you probably wouldn't. That's steel. You probably wouldn't have got the screw thing through it." Because I'm looking in the hole on the column, and I go, "Oh, that thing, it's covered in black." Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, that's steel."
Oh no, if it's black, that's like the iron pipe.
Yes. He said, "Yeah, your thing, your DeWalt wouldn't have probably punched through that.
No,
you'd have been making sparks." But yeah.
You would have been calling me being like, I think we've reached the center of the earth. We can't go any further.
It smells like doo-doo in here.
Well, if that were the case, yeah, that would be a bad situation.
Right. Yeah, because then you'd have like doo-doo leaking into your...
No.
You wouldn't have duty?
No, it's a vent line.
Oh, it's a vent line?
Yeah. It's for taking the poopy smell that can accumulate in the sewer lines and venting it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still, that could have been weird.
Yeah. Then you get the poopy smell leaking into the kitchen from the wall.
You'd be like, Alexa, why does it stink like shit in here?
Yeah. Alexa, why does my kitchen smell like poop? Especially after we poop. I did a little technological upgrade too at my house too, just to live in the future as well. I put in smart bulbs around in my living room.
Like the Amazon smart bulbs?
No, I got some whiz bulbs.
Okay.
And that I got for, up in the ceiling. I got the whiz bulbs. But it's like old track lighting on a dimmer. And completely fucked up the whiz lights. I'd actually call them and file a claim with them. And they're like, send us a video showing the problem. So I went and fucking put them in the bathroom. And you're supposed to flick them on and off 5 times.
Sure.
And put them into pairing mode. They're not pairing for shit. And then they're like, did you put this on something with a dimmer? And I'm like, yeah, is that bad? And they're like, you can't run them on a dimmer. And I'm like, oh, it didn't say that.
Oh.
So they ended up giving me like a warranty. They sent me like four 4 new bulbs. But I had also, so I've got like 4 60-watt whiz bulbs and then 600-watt whiz bulbs.
Oh, 6 100s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so I had all those torchlight lamps with like little candle things going on.
Yeah, yeah.
So I replaced those with the whiz bulbs. And then I also got, because what always bothers me most is the dark, gloomy corners. I hate gloomy corners.
Okay.
Light up those corners makes it cheery.
Okay.
So I got these corner lights, where it's just like a thin guy like this, LED,
Sure.
in the corner, right? It's got a little stand, and then it goes in the corner. And I got these ones that, so then it's like, it lights up the corner, but then it's like dark up on top. And so these ones have like a little fucking ball that goes up on top. So I got 2 of those in the corners, and those are smart lights, and those are all controlled by the app on my phone.
So the app on your phone, and you have multiple lights in multiple places. Does the
4
one
whiz, and then the 2 corner lights are the same manufacturer and stuff.
Okay, so they're all controlled by the same app?
2 different apps.
That's what I was wondering. So you got all, too bad they couldn't consolidate.
I know, yeah. Some sort of like universal one where I could go.
Yeah, almost like a universal remote, but a universal app.
It's just software based. Just software. That's all we need is just software based. I mean.
There's your $1 million idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I know about software?
Yeah, I know. Ah, well.
Yeah. But anyway, but it's fun. It's sort of nice. You just throw them into like color modes, or you can throw them into like patterns. I can throw them into like candle mode or fireplace mode. Or something.
Yeah. Tina's got one in our living room too, but we just have it on our timer, which basically I'll walk in the living room, I go, Alexa, living room light on, or living room on, and it'll turn the TV on, and then it'll turn that light on. So that's pretty much what I got. Oh, and the hearth lights, the uplighting in the hearth, or on the fireplace. I have uplighting.
Can you change the name that Alexa responds to not be Alexa? Can you have it be something else?
You'd have to ask her that. I know, because I always have to say, "Hey, honey, can you program the Lexea?" Because if you say it, it'll go, "I did not hear that. I did not hear that."
You should just call it Mixelplex.
You're right. I know. I know. I should. I know. I should just. It'd be cool if you could change Alexa to Whitey. Whitey, turn on the lights. Or what can we call it? How about Butler?
I think you could with Siri. I mean, I thought I remember like Holmberg talking about it years ago, where it was like,
Can you change Lexea to be somebody else, a different code word?
Yeah, like, oh my god, yeah, I'm not even gonna say it.
I know, because I almost feel like I know, like I had a thing like, what if you got on TV and you just said, Siri, erase all data, You cause mass pandemonium.
Right. Yeah, you just take out ad space.
Right.
Just buy a 15-second ad.
Right, yeah, or just do it on the local news. Just get on the news and walk up to the camera and say, Siri, erase all data.
Siri, factory reset.
Everyone would be motherfucking you. I'm going to kill that guy.
Authorization, right there, Alpha 1. Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, let's roll. Let's get out of here. It's getting hot in the hot tub.
Yeah, we're about 44 minutes right now, so...
Perfect timing.
Yeah, that's an episode. I did have one little bit I just wanted to discuss for like 2 minutes here.
Okay.
How about, remember back in the 80s when we watched TV on cable and shit like that? What about this idea that, remember you used to just catch shit on cable, like sort of in the middle? You'd be flipping around and you catch like a movie on TBS, and so you would catch it like in the middle. So just this idea that we used to watch movies in parts.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? That was like a thing.
There's a lot of movies I've not seen. Like, I remember, I have not seen St. Elmo's Fire from beginning to end.
I haven't either.
But I've seen
parts.
I've seen it in parts.
I've seen parts here and there.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I get the drift of the movie, but yeah, actually,
right.
Yeah, that was the thing back then when we were watching
for
stuff.
Sure, like Teen Wolf or something like that.
Yeah, because back then you had no control over what was on, so you were just flipping around. So you literally just made a deal with the devil to watch like the least annoying thing that you could find at the moment.
Yeah. It'd be like Teen Wolf or fucking, Goonies 3,
Yeah, and
Ernest Goes to
Goonies
Camp
is on or something,
Yeah.
And so then you want to put it on, but when you catch it like 27 minutes into it.
Yeah. It'd be like Police Academy. Yeah, like all the Police Academies, I don't think I've watched from beginning to end, but I've seen them all in parts.
The parts. Yeah, that was the thing. So like with HBO and Showtime and Cinemax and stuff, it would be like, you know, like eventually, like I remember, like I'd sit there and it'd be like, you flip around, like, oh, it's a Cobra with fucking Sly Stallone, and oh, it's the last 30 minutes. I've never seen the last 30 minutes.
Right, yeah.
They're really into the end.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part.
Or sometimes there were times like I'm watching something and it's like, oh, it's 11:30. The other thing's starting on HBO. I got to bail on this.
Right.
And you pick it up on a Sunday when it comes on.
It's the bail. That's why, yeah, a lot of times it was the bail. You'd watch something, because I've been known to watch things from commercial break to commercial break. So if I'm watching like one show, I'll watch a meat of a show, cuts to commercial, I'll click over to something else, keep watching that until the commercial, because I hate commercials with a fiery passion.
Yeah.
So I literally am surfing from live action, live TV to live TV.
Yeah, and that's literally what we used to do back in the day, and that's why they call it like surfing the internet, because it was channel surfing, because you'd sit there and be like, all right, fuck this, and you'd go to something else, or you could blow through channels. I used to watch like two things at the same time. It would make my parents insane.
Yes, because our old remotes used to have the recall button, which was the last program
channel.
you're sitting. So you'd watch something, hit the last channel.
Yeah, I'd flip between like HBO and MTV, you know.
Yep, and you'd have something on a back and forth and literally be watching two things at once. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
I like the recall button.
All right, there you go. That was a fun 3-minute discussion. There we go. Let's wrap it up.
We got it. Shlicketty DooCast out.
Galaxy Blue. What